Hey guys, this is your video on MLA formatting. This is how you will format every essay for my class, and if any teacher or professor ends up asking you for MLA formatting for your papers, this is how you'll do that for those classes as well. So we're going to start off by talking about the header. Okay, this is where you put all of the information for your name, the class, etc., etc. So you see up here at the top, you put your name first, then your teacher or professor name, the name of the class, and then the date that the paper is due. Okay, not the date that you start writing it, but the date the paper is due. Now, this is very important for you to know. This needs to be double spaced. I know you all know what double space means, but I have this issue a lot with students turning in papers because Microsoft Word tends to default to double space. And then if you double that double space, it ends up being quadruple spaced. So notice here how my cursor, I've blown this up, but you can kind of see how my cursor, when it's a normal size, one cursor will fit in between each line. Okay, notice that. One cursor. That means I have hit enter twice, starting from the end of each line. Okay, now when you go into your Microsoft Word document, Microsoft Word tends, again, to default to double spacing. So sometimes all you'll have to do is hit enter once and it will double space for you. If that's the case, if it ends up defaulting to double space, then don't hit enter again, okay? You want, again, that cursor to have only one space between each line. Now, if you double your double space, this is what it will look like. Now notice how I have two spaces for my cursor, and that is incorrect. That is not double spaced. Okay, so please keep that in mind. You want it to look just like this. We go up to the top here. This is where you will put your page number. Okay, so your page number goes in the upper right corner. This is essential for MLA formatting. You must have your page numbers. And notice how the page number also has your last name next to it, okay? So if you're using Microsoft Word, the way that you insert page numbers is you go up to the top, you hit Insert, Page Numbers, you're going to choose Top of Page, and we want it right aligned, okay? So notice here my page number is already there. And to enter your last name, you're going to click on that number and simply type your last name. Now notice what this does. If we go down and make a second page, it automatically changes it for us to page 2 and includes that last name, okay? Again, make sure that you type your last name and put that space in there. Don't just put it all as one word, okay? The next thing is the title of the paper. Now, again, this is also very important, something that students get wrong a lot. Notice here how the title is centered. And notice that there's nothing special about this title. I didn't italicize it, I didn't put it in bold, I didn't underline it, it's not in 24-point font. It's the same size font as the rest of the paper, and there's no formatting, okay? Please keep that in mind. Don't underline it, don't put stars and hearts all over it. I don't need to be drawn to the title, I just want it to be there, okay? The rest of your paper should be, again, double space, and again, double space means that my cursor can fit one time in between each line. You want to make sure that it is 12-point font, and whatever the default font is, I think the new Microsoft Word has it as, what is it? Cambria. So that's fine. If you want to leave it as Cambria, leave it as Cambria. The default font used to be Times New Roman, so I'll count that as well. It's what I prefer to type my papers in, okay? The entire paper, again, needs to be double spaced. Notice that even in between paragraphs, you just have one space. Don't double space there. Your margins need to be set as 1 inch on all sides. That means you have 1 inch on the side and 1 inch on the bottom, as well as 1 inch over here and 1 inch from the top of your paper. So 1 inch all the way around. Now, I believe that the default is also 1 inch. Actually, no, it's not. So if you look right here, these are how you set your margins. My top is 1, bottom is 1, but my left is at 1.25. So I'm going to change that and then change my right as well. Okay, so now you see that all sides have 1-inch margins. That's how you change that. Other than that, that's pretty much how you do a paper, how you do your actual essay. Now, when we get to in-text citations and works cited entries, this is what I want your works cited entry to look like. Again, your title should be centered and not formatted. Don't underline it, don't italicize it, don't bold it. Don't make it 24-point font. Keep it 12-point font and centered. Your actual citations should be double-spaced as well. Notice how they're double-spaced in between each line. Actually, that one's not, so ignore that one. But again, this one's double-spaced, this one's double-spaced to make sure everything is double-spaced. Notice here how the second line of each entry has an indent. That is called a hanging indent. And the way that we do that on Microsoft Word is go up to Format, then Paragraph, and you're going to go to Special and choose Hanging. Okay, that's how you do a hanging indent. And that will make your second line move over as an indentation. Okay. Notice here how all citations need to be in ABC order. So according to the first letter of each entry, it doesn't matter if it's an author name, if it's the title of a work, whatever it is, you go by that first letter. So D, F, H, H, N, all of that is in ABC order, okay? Make sure that you arrange your works cited entries. Most of your essays in here will be, you know, just maybe 1 or 2 works cited entries, so that won't be much of a problem. But once you do a research paper or something that has multiple sources, this will be a bigger issue, and you'll want to make sure that you organize it as such. Okay, now I want to show you these documents that I have pulled up right here are always available in your folder. So if you go to the 4th period website on Edmodo and you click on folders, all of these things are in your MLA formatting resources folder. This is your sample works cited page. This is your sample MLA formatting page. Okay, these websites right here from Purdue OWL are how to cite your electronic resources like websites, how to do in-text citations, and how to cite books. These are always available to you, so please utilize them, okay? Especially right before you're writing an essay. It's very important that you get it correct. And I'll show you real quick. Purdue OWL is going to be kind of your MLA formatting Bible. It's one of the best websites out there to show you what to do when you type a paper. Okay, so you can see down here how to do all of these things. All of this stuff is available to you. Please use it. Okay, it's wonderful to use. Makes it so simple. So that is everything about MLA formatting. For every essay that you type in this class, please make sure you follow those rules. Okay, that is all.